Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Sunday. But first, a quick recap. Well, it's been a winning day, finally. It's been quite a few days in coming, but I think I worked out, I made about £240 profit today. It went a bit weird towards the end. Obviously, I did a video originally last night. We had a couple of non-runners early on. I brought a later video out where I replaced those runners with, trying to think what. This is all from memory, by the way. I had a placed horse, and to be honest, I can't remember the other one. I'm not going to go through my bets now, but yeah, we had an 18-1 and we win a Dark Jedi. As I mentioned, Timmy Easterby now gets into gear about this time of year. Don't get me wrong, all his horses aren't going to win, and it's quite difficult to pick out the winners because he has so many runners. But if you like to pick your own selections, do keep an eye on Timmy Easterby. Well, I'll get onto Timmy Easterby very shortly, but the bet I've put on for tomorrow, I do really like Pontefract Racecourse, although it is very, very difficult tomorrow because it's very competitive racing. But what I have had the same kind of bet as what I had Saturday. I've split the stake, and what I've done is I've taken all the prices on one of the bets and left it at SP on the other half of the stake. So the first selection is for 5p each way, Super Heinz. The first selection is in the Golf. It's Colin Morikawa at 9-2, and it's the first four places. Can I just say, if you don't like golf, you can then have a lucky 63 and don't include Colin Morikawa and just include the horse racing selections. But my first selection is Colin Morikawa at 9-2. My second selection is DCR at 6-1 in the 345 at Ponty. This is a Carl Berg 2-year-old. Well, we've seen what Carl Berg's 2-year-olds can do. He's absolutely winning everything at the moment. Even won at Royal Ascot with the first time out 2-year-old. Is it the Chesham? So he knows all the form to do with the 2-year-olds. Well, if this drifts, it's probably no good. But it could quite easily shorten in price, and it's got to have a cracking chance of at least getting a place. Well, I think the race is £9,000. Well, he's gonna send a decent 2-year-old for that £9,000 race because there's very few 2-year-old racers, maidens, that are worth £9,000. The third selection is Highway Grey at 5-2 in the 415 at Ponty, paying 4 instead of 3. Yeah, it's not really in each way price, but this horse, it's absolutely thrown in on. It came there pulling double last time, but slightly found a bit of trouble and didn't find as much as I thought it was going to in a decent race last time. Once again, it's a decent race, but it's also excellent prize money. It's Timmy Easterby again, and I think it's guaranteed to finish in the first four. Obviously, yeah, 5-2 isn't a decent each way chance, but I do fancy the horse. The fourth selection is Oleg at 11-2 in the 515 at Ponty, paying 5 instead of 3. Well, this horse, it's for Paul Nicholls, and his daughter Megan Nicholls rides it. It's quite a poor race, really, and it's been off for heading towards 2 years now. I do think it's decent prize money once again, and I think Paul Nicholls could have sent it anywhere, but he sent it to Pontefract. I think it's got a decent chance in a poor race. The fifth selection is Unplugged. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, the fifth selection is Unplugged at 6-1 in the 545 at Pontefract, paying 4 places instead of 3. This is a Michael Easterby horse. It won first time. Well, so it won on its reappearance at Ponty over 1 mile and 2. It was only ridden out. It won quite easily. Well, I think it could be quite a quick pace again, and I think it could run to the same tactics again. It's up to another 2 furlong. I don't like the jockey, I'll be honest. Joanna Mason never seems to ride too many winners for me, but I'll give her another chance. Hey. The sixth selection. This is a big price horse. It's Forgivable at 28-1 in the 615 at Ponty, paying 4 instead of 3. And this horse, it's got better form that it's been given credit for. It shouldn't be 28-1. And that's my selection in that race. That is also Tim Easterby. And finally, my nap of the day. Manny Gordo at 16 to 1, 6.45 at Ponty, paying 6 places instead of 4. I think it's been messed around with. I think it's absolutely thrown in. That's confirmation of me Chinese. If you were that text message, then it ran at Chester last time, held up towards the back, never really got involved, and I think the pace is going to be absolute lightning in this race. It'll sit slightly off the pace and pounce late. It's got Paul Hannigan, who once again he never seems to ride any winners for me, but he's a decent jockey anyway. So that's the final selection, and it's a 5 pence each way. Super Heinz taking the prices. The next bet is a 5p each way Super Heinz not taking the prices. And can I just say, the reason why I do take the prices in one of the bets is because we've got the cash out option. So there's the selections again. Here I've had a £10 win single at 9 to 2 on Colin Morikawa in the golf. That's the US Open, by the way. And then once again, I've had pound each way doubles. It's in the 6.15 and 6.45 at Ponty. Very decent prices, and they are all Timmy Easterby horses. So we've got 2 in one race and 2 in the other. So in the 6.15, I've chosen Alby Grey and Forgivable. I've taken the prices, and then I've added to that 6.45 and Golden Apollo and Manny Gordo again. All you need to do, choose all 4 horses, then choose pound each way doubles or whatever stake you want, and it will sort that out for you. Pound each way doubles comes to £8. And that is it. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.